So I'm going to introduce you to Rob now. How long have we known each other, Rob?
Oh, God, I don't know.
It's a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
7 or 8 years, maybe longer.
It could be longer.
Could be 10. I don't know. 1990 was 10 years ago to me.
Seems like it's yesterday. yeah, well.
So one of the things I love about Rob is, so Rob's business, FTA, as an accountant, he speaks human. He makes complex things really easily digestible, and is a brilliant tax accountant. And so we've been referring clients to Rob because he's such a trusted source. And so now Rob is going to be part of what we're doing at Optiwise Wealth Advisory. So I can tell them the story. But what makes you guys different, other than the fact that you speak human?
FTA Accountants. What makes us different from everyone else? This is such a hard question. I get asked it all the time. I'm not sure if I've perfected the answer. Because we all sing from the same hymn sheet. So we all read the Australian tax. Well, we don't really read it, but we know because it exists. And so each accounting firm or each accountant that you run across from the tax point of view, we've got a legislation, and when we've got an umpire that comes and says we're doing it right or wrong. So we're all reading from the same playbook. What makes us different is I think we make a personal connection with our clients. And by making the personal connection, you then get to understand what it is that they want. And everyone wants something different. We've got there's a cookie cutter model out there that everyone wants to have $1 million and they all want to retire this, that. That's not true. And you don't find out about what they want until you really dig deep. And it may be not about what they want in business. It's like, well, what do they want for their kids? Or what do they want? So by having these conversations, some face-to-faces, we think we've developed a style that gets people to open up. And once you open up, then the solutions just come, and you don't have to be that smart to solve someone's problems. You have to be smart to find out what it is that they want. So I think we do that well.
And I think you do that brilliantly. And when it comes to self-managed super funds, particularly in an area where you guys specialise, and the outcomes you create are because in an SMSF, it's really about the members, and they make the decisions. They've got a lot more options, and so they need better help and guidance. Yeah. But it's really quite specific, and so that advice and that guidance, I think, is what key from my point of view as to what sets you apart.
Yeah.
But what do you see, from the Optiwise Wealth Advisory side? What's important to you, and what are you guys a part of this?
So important with the Optiwise. It's like something new, something different. Someone's out there having a crack, trying to help the people of, the sunny coast, but the world. Who knows how far this can go. And trying to do it in a way that provides a solution that gives a tangible outcome. So this is where we are, this is where we want to be, this is how we get there. And so I believe the Optiwise product, by tying in all your expertise and having all the expertise being able to focus their energy on your outcome, I just can't see why it's not the greatest thing that ever existed.
I love that. So Rob, you've talked in the past around part of the challenge you've had with your clients who are looking to do property through self-managed super fund, getting the right support. What is it about what we're doing here that you love about that?
Okay. So let's talk pre-Optiwise and pre-meeting you, and now we've met at FTA. We had plenty of clients who were interested in property. So it kind of the old schoolyard debate is shares or property, and we took the opinion that was probably the last part of any decision an investment person would make, and it was really more about the strategy and the structure. And then what asset classes should we invest in? And so most of my clients were, had the traditional financial planner, and that traditional financial planner was excluded from the property asset class because they weren't licensed to do it, they didn't understand it, they don't know how it worked. So they just
didn't get paid on it.
Didn't get paid on it. So they ticked the box and put them into a generic, balanced portfolio designed by somebody that neither person probably ever met. And then I met you, and now we've met at FTA, and we're really looking now at somebody who's qualified to talk about property, to actually know what they're doing and explain it to people, and then look at it in a holistic point of view and say, this is where we are, this is where we want to go, and this is how we're going to get there. And what person in their right mind would ignore perhaps the best asset performing class of the last, ever, So, whereas traditionally you'd be ruling out property, I think Optiwise has now got a product where we can include that within your overall goals and your financial freedom, and it's just going to work.